Welcome to your known unknown, where Source and I will help to shed light on what's unknown to you. Happy full moon, happy weekend, happy New Year's. If you're seeing this message, it's meant to find you one way or another. That is the intent for all of it. We're going to do a reading and see what needs to be seen. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being. I'm going to ring a bell and clear the energy real quick. And with that, let's begin. This full moon that just happened on Saturday, what is that, January 3rd or 4th? It's full moon in Cancer. There's a lot of fun representation that sits within that being the first full moon of this new year. Fire horse energy of the year, all of the above. Like, it's just really cool if you can sit and watch the symbology happen and representations happen in front of you, and then find a way to just kind of correlate that to your own experience. I think you're doing pretty good. I think if you can do that comfortably, I believe that that's a good place to be sitting in your growth and development in understanding self, right? No chaos, no trauma. It just is. You're learning these lessons. You're navigating the waters. You're doing everything that you can do to move forward and be as comfortable as change allows you to be. It's a good balance. So just wanted to come out right there. Anyways, without further ado, let's get to it. Let's into it. Let's pull some cards for you today. We got a new deck too, and I'm pretty excited to use it. Feels like this energy is putting us in a place of like quick, heavy contemplation, making a choice, and realizing that you won't get an opportunity to exercise that choice until a later date. So you can make the choice now, but will you follow through with it when the time really counts? And I'm seeing that there might be a little bit lack of confidence within that promise to self, that integrity that we have. But not impossible. What I'm seeing a lot of is things that work will help distract you in a good way. The disciplines you've cultivated in life, implementing those. You want to start a business? Start a business. Don't just think about starting a business. You want to create stuff? Create that stuff. Don't just think about creating that stuff. The procrastination is what fuels the devil, basically. So thinking isn't enough. It is doing as well. And I'm seeing that understanding is really like hit hard, but it hasn't been allowed to be implemented yet. We're in the beginning cycles of the year, and you do want to jump out. Like, you want this momentum in the beginning of this cyclical 9-year cycle to leap. You want to leap. You don't want to just be the kind of person who has to spend the next year gathering footing still. You're ambitious, you're kind of anxious. And that anxiousness and lack of action is creating a little sense of futility within yourself. But you're willing to change it. You're wanting to, you're hoping to, you're begging to. Like, you're just waiting to. You're patient. You're like, damn, I don't want to be patient anymore. I don't want to be sitting in struggle mode anymore. I want to know what this is. I want to know this game, and I want to know how I can play it to a place where I'm like, dude, my character is growing. It needs to grow now. How ways that we can start to achieve this kind of success is looking at the community or the relationships within your aspect that flourish for you, with you, that allow you to flourish, that what you feel you can offer people to find their own fulfillment, that's the kind of passion that we're looking for. The emotional fulfillment. When a salesman comes and talks to you and they're just talking all business, you're probably pretty turned off by it. But imagine that salesman comes up and starts pulling on the emotional strings and starts seeing you for who you are. You're kind of more compelled to connect to that person, that product, and that's really what we're doing here. In all aspects, life is a transaction. You spend time for creation, like stuff like that. The existence of the universe doesn't have to be so wondrous if you just understand that there's an ebb and a flow and a transmutation of energy, and that transmutation is the prices paid. So, like, relax a little bit and just start doing the things that make you feel good, or at least make the people around you feel good, as long as it doesn't diminish your flame or like wear you out too much. Learn how to balance, learn how to relax and take a day off. Learn how to take a nap. Get more in control of your body. Get more in control of your body so you can trust it to support you when you're not thinking about it. How we do that? Train your muscles, train your body, move, reflexology, appreciate it, feel it, be in it. Don't be up here. Don't be up here. Be in it. Don't think, feel. Meditate with it. Take it to new places. Let it experience a new sensation. Develop something for yourself. Feel it, like you want the world to change in your favor. This is going to read out differently for different people, but basically, you have a sense of yourself that allows you to see what needs work and what is flourishing. You understand that you rely heavily on particularly emotional what's the term? facilities, faculties. I don't know. Like you can use your sense of happiness, your expression of happiness more dominantly than your expression of realness, or not like realness, but like maybe focus or something. Like you know you have a mask. We all do. We're just not put in an environment to where a mask is not a usable tool, psychologically speaking. We're not in a place where we can lower our masks and be completely vulnerable. It's difficult and it's scary and it takes practice, you know? So, like, you understand you have a mask, but that mask, you know now that it can be your controller to navigate more appropriately, more authentically. That's the tool of the magician right now. It's being you, because why the fuck not? It's being allowed to be you, being honorable, like you honor your authenticity. At least you're trying to. You're trying to go down that road, and that road is making you see that the efforts you've put in, you didn't have to do that much, but because you did, good job. You can relax a little now. And within that relaxation is a part of the magician's alchemy too. Tension, release, tension, release, tension, release. The elements, the numbers, the sensations, the colors. Tension, release, manifest, manifest, manifest. I see somebody who is kind of wavering between full faith and the sense of self-action, and that's a good balance too, but it can drive you crazy. You wake up one day, you don't know what you need to do. You just put that up to faith, you know? Sometimes the universe says do nothing when you feel like you should do something, and that drives you crazy and makes you feel like you're doing something not even wrong, just not doing something. Like, just be patient. I feel like you are taking the necessary steps alongside of the universe and the divine and your spirits, your energies. I think that you are supporting them and your role perfectly. And the rest of the anxiety is self-induced thoughts. You're a smart person. You're very intelligent. You think very quickly. You've kind of seen proof of that. And so maybe you realize it is your mind that's driving you crazy, and that this reality does take time. And if you take care of your body, you will give yourself more time here to create said opportunities and experience more opportunities, and to grow wealthier and expand more and experience more and create more with more time. I'm hearing there's one secret ingredient to almost recipe in the magician's book, and it's time. You're working on a reality where you get to buy your time back, not one where you trade it or sell it or give it, but one where you can get it, receive it, have it. And I think that you're looking at these cycles more personally pertaining to you, more characterized to you, you know. But if you take a bigger step back and look at the bigger picture, I think you're starting to see how that's just you in all reality. Wow. Chaos, chaos, chaos. So, what I'm seeing is a balancing act. And in one road, you have this chaotic experience. And chaos isn't bad, chaos can be fun. It's kind of needed sometimes. But this is more like a mindset pattern versus you're choosing to be two of cups and fill your balancing cups, you know, like balance the yin, the yang, fill your partner's like happiness and satisfaction and let them fill yours and all of the above. It is shared fulfillment, you know, and balance and harmony. And this one is a little more structured, a little more disciplined, but you can see like this is a fun 1 year. This is an amazing 10 years, you know, where you focus on wealth and prosperity because you've spent time focusing on self already and understanding I can make myself happy. You don't have to fall so addicted to love or connection after that. You humble yourself a bit and realize individuality is your power. The rest is up to you, honestly. But we do have a choice to make. We do have a timeline to jump. We do have an action step to take. And the choice is up to you. It's not like it's going to go away. You always have this choice. But what do you want to do? Do you want to live unconsciously or do you want to live consciously? And how we do that is we start to take care of the antenna that we are so we can hear more messages, so we can be guided better, more accurately, intuit better, tap into our innate senses better. We experience ourselves better by the connections around us and how we observe people, not perceive things, observe things. Perception is just up to my own judgment of character and my experience, anyways. So try to stop and look at the bigger picture and then start to judge about where your perceptions lie, what you believe in this. What are you sensing? And with that, I think that you'll have a really good opportunity to cultivate your amazing abilities that make you up. I think you'll be able to actually take a big leap by the end of this year, by the end of this anything, the day, whatever you want, wherever you're at. With that, we're complete with this message. I'm going to take a deep breath and disconnect from the channel real quick. You can join me if you'd like. I keep hearing the secret is in the sauce. I don't know why. The secret's in the sauce, man. Anyways, please like, share, subscribe if you like this message. If you find it positive, motivational, anything, reach out, let me know. I'm always interested, always down for critique, looking to thrive for you guys. So we are complete with this message. Good luck. I don't think you need it. And until next time, much love.